Good morning, everybody. Appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you go to chat and say hello. I'm just making sure that the last couple of people are being let in from the lobby and sending out some last invites. We're going to get started in a couple of minutes. I just reminding people that they need to join class and making sure that they don't need help. Yeah, no, I appreciate asking that question. Give me 1 second. Oh no, who did I almost count absent there? Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chess. I'm glad that I displayed that today, or else that would have been really unfortunate. I don't know how I accidentally skipped your name there. And Samuel's here. Let's go. Alan's here. All right. We are going to go ahead and get started. First, I want to make sure everyone has gone to chat and said hello. Not only is it the right thing to do, but it's also really important to make sure our chat is working. So I'm going to pull up chat on my phone. Thank you, Talon, Sadie, Wesley, Randy. Actually, not Randy. I'm not thanking you. Mian, Faith. Oh no, Jesley, you were here super early. How did I miss you? That's unforgivable. Anaya, Johanna, and Caitlin, and Jack, and everybody else. There's a total of 17 people in our meeting right now. I'd like to see 17 people saying hello. I am also currently sharing my screen. My screen is showing a mural of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. If you can't see what I'm sharing, which sometimes happens, please go ahead, leave the meeting, and then come back in. So, as we've talked about before, I would really appreciate if people would join about 10 o'clock. You can join a little bit earlier, and then we're probably going to get started every day around 10:05 when everyone's loaded in. We've solved all of our technology issues. So if you load in a couple minutes early, something that I really appreciate is that we can go ahead and use that time to problem solve. And that way, right as it's now, 10:05, we can go ahead and get started. And it's the best use of time for everybody. I'm going to go ahead and drop in chat a link to OneNote. I want you to go ahead and click on it. I want you to open it up. And I would like you to go to the page we were working on yesterday, which was called Role of Media. Go click on the link, go to Role of Media, and go ahead and then let me know when you have that page open. So Johanna knows that we do this every day. Thank you, Johanna, for going ahead and typing open. Good morning, Ifra. Glad you are here. Ifra, if you can go to chat, click on the link, go ahead and let me know when you have OneNote open. What? Can you repeat that again? Okay, that was something that we created yesterday. So if you don't have that for whatever reason, go to you click on OneNote, you go to Workspace, and then you type Role of Media. I have some of the notes that we organized or kind of things that I gathered from our class discussion yesterday on the screen so you can actually see how you spell role of media. So appreciate Johanna, Randy, Jaslyn, Anaya. Nian, I don't know why you posted a screenshot like that, but that's kind of funny. Thank you, Caitlin and Jack and everyone else. I appreciate that. Once again, if you run into tech issues, you can let me know in chat, you can let me know by unmuting yourself, or you can send me a personal message. Nian, do you not know how you did that? That's crazy. I mean, hopefully no one's hacking your computer, you know, Randy. I'm just kidding. So, at this time, I would like you guys to come back to my screen, please, where you can see the mural and it says role of individuals. Before we start today, I'm going to kind of show us some pictures of things that we've been studying about to kind of set the stage of what we're going to be learning about these next couple of days. So, role of individuals. Remember, we have been learning about human rights. As we reviewed yesterday, those are the list of things that every person should have, regardless of where they live. A list of things that they're going to need in order to live a fulfilled life. We discussed freedom of speech, freedom of movement, the right to having access to health care. There are times where individuals like Martin Luther King, like Malcolm X, have a vision for how people should go about and ensuring that they have access to these human rights. There's times where it's peaceful and there's times where it might result in violence. But we studied how those two individuals have really shaped human rights, but especially human rights in the United States. After we learned about the role of individuals in getting human rights, we then started looking at the role of government, of how governments sometimes will punish communities or cities or countries if they're not respecting human rights. And usually the best way to punish another city or community or country is to simply go through and boycott, not buy their things, not trade with them, not allow travel in between. That way, hopefully, they will change their actions. And if they do so, then you can remove that boycott. So we've learned about punishments. We've also learned about rewards. We've examined this map where we have little red dots. These are areas that the United States has provided money and funding and has provided training in order to increase human rights that occur in these areas. So we've gone through a role of individuals and role of government. And yesterday we started looking at this idea of role of media. We had a great conversation about kind of like the purpose of media and who covers what and the reasons why. And so these notes should be already in your notebook. I believe, I can't remember if I had you guys take out or write out the notes or if I sent you guys a picture. So remember, we kind of came to the fact that the role of media or the purpose of media is to both gather facts and also to help us interpret what is right and what is wrong. There's media that is orchestrated and is focused on national issues. There's also media that's focused more on like local community issues. So two of the things that we, especially in this class, did not come to a consensus on is like the purpose of why we rely on media. And then also we had a really great discussion of like, what does it mean when people use the label of fake news? So Randy, I did not forget our conversation. I did not forget our conversation. I went and found a clip of the thing that you referenced yesterday, the article, so we'll make sure that we get to it at the end of class. As I'm kind of scanning through chat here, Ben says, why are you at school, Mr. P? Ben, do you want the lie or the truth? Or both? Okay, so the lie is I'm at school because Randy successfully hacked my computer at home, and so this is a more secure network. The truth is, I do think that I get better internet connection here, and I don't know. It's like it's a way. It's like we're still, even if you guys are at home, it's like we are all in a class together. So it's a little sentimental. Yes, Jacob. No one trusts him after what happened. How do you? Oh, yes. Yes, no, I heard about that. His poor kindergarten teacher. Anyways, as we shift from kind of accidentally bashing on Randy, what I want to do is I want to start off. I want to start off our conversation and by kind of prefacing the fact that like what we're going to talk about today is really serious, in the sense of we're going to talk about things that are not only important but also things that are like graphic and sad and emotional to a lot of individuals, including myself and including to many of you. So before we get started off on like the videos we're going to watch today and our discussion points, when you guys hear the name George Floyd, does that what 1 second. Okay. What does that bring, Ben? What does that what does that bring up for you guys? So if I say the phrase George Floyd, what do you know anything about George Floyd? Do you know who he is? So this would be a great time for you guys to go ahead and to use chat to respond. Since we are using chat as part of our class discussion, I think it'd be really important to make sure that we don't have anything that is off topic. So, all right. If you would also like to share out about George Floyd, go ahead and raise your hand and I will call on you. So I appreciate Randy and Ben and Jaslyn for dropping things in chat. Yep. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to type it out on the screen, and because I know that I appreciate having kind of a visual. So who was George Floyd? Ben, were you trying to answer the question? Yeah. Okay, my bad. Sorry. I couldn't really understand you, so it was kind of coming in every other word. So you can go ahead and start us off, please. Who's George Floyd? I have no idea. Is this George Floyd the guy that like the hospital with like he couldn't breathe? Okay. Yeah. So and as I talked about before, like this is a very serious conversation, and I know that we're kind of joking about like Randy hacking, but like I'm asking us to do a big shift here. And I recognize that. Um, so as I kind of scan through chat, it has something to do with the police. Caitlin, I see your hand is up. You can go ahead and share out. George Floyd died throughout police brutality, and because the cop was standing on his neck, or harnessing on his neck for like 8 minutes. And yes. And the whole video scene had like he was carried down and stuff. So that's why they're rioting and protest against it because we finally wanted to stop, but it obviously isn't stopping. The police officer's name was Derek Chauvin, and he stood on policeman. Okay. I remember this. Okay. So. Okay, I appreciate you guys sharing out. What I'm going to do, oh, I'm getting some feedback, so I'm going to mute some people. I'm also going to kind of incorporate some notes or things that are also being said in chat, and then we're going to talk about it. So, no, he did not. All right, so George Floyd was killed by police in Minneapolis. He was arrested. The police kneeled on his neck. Caitlin, your hand is still up. Was there something else you'd like to add? No, it's okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't skipping over you. Okay, and I really appreciate and enjoy the conversations this class has. If we can please